Hello, welcome. This is Audrey from Mind Body Solutions. This is Low Sensory Adaptive Yoga. Today we're going to have a rest focused practice. Because quite a few of us, it's Friday, maybe the week is starting to let itself feel in your bones, or you've had a rough time, or you just want to just lie down and not do much, which always sounds good, but sometimes it's not always that accessible. We're talking about actually that sometimes having this container of the practice, of this space, helps with the support of everybody here, the support of myself, I hope, to find a little bit of rest, of stillness, of calm. So gonna do a little bit of practice. At some point I'll play a sound bath. So if you want to go and grab some headphones, so you get a little bit more of a vibration experience, then you're welcome to do so. We're gonna do, as usual, centering, a little bit of movement, maybe some self-massage, and then the meditation with the sound bath. So you're welcome to be seated or lying down. It might help to have a big stretch, do a little bit of a sway, a few rolls of the shoulders, of the neck already, so that you can settle into stillness when you're ready. You're always welcome to move. Even when we're talking about stillness, this is the sense of inner stillness that we all have. So that might look like that you are absolutely moving, dancing, shaking, doing asana, all of that. It's absolutely fine. And we're just gently arriving into our practice today. Arriving in our space, our body, mind, and this present moment with the present company. May help now to notice the points of contact of the body against the surface that you're on. And noticing that the earth is starting to pull you down. That gravity is doing its job to support you so that you can do a little bit less effort. So the body might get a little bit heavier, might take a little bit more space. It will take time. But we can already connect to that intention, to that energy of gravity, of the support of the earth. Maybe you're noticing any air against your skin, or texture underneath your fingertips, or any other parts of the body. Maybe you're noticing some sounds, some sound far away, some sound a little bit more close by. And then maybe the sound of your breath. And staying with that sound for a little bit. The sound of your inhales and your exhales as it comes in and out of your nostrils. So that now, if you want to look at the state of your mind for a few moments, maybe that sound of your breath is helping you to stay grounded, to stay supported, so that if you notice the fluctuations of the mind, you also have that reminder that all these fluctuations are not you. They might be really pleasurable thoughts, exciting, talking about having a good croissant before, Could be an exciting plan ahead, seeing some friends, or a good book that you've got on your to read. That's all okay. But we can also notice that all these thoughts come and they pass and they come and they pass. So what you were thinking of a second ago is no longer there. And that's a reminder that whatever is going on in your mind is not you. All the fears, the worry, all the plans, the to-do list, the identities, the labels that exist in the mind are not you. And that breath, the sound of your breath, the inhales and the exhales, is a reminder of that. So as you follow the flow of your breath, taking a moment now to notice your body, any sensations arising, feelings, emotions. And again, noticing they might be different from a minute ago. They will be different in a minute. And so again, they are not you. That now we are taking the seat of the observer, the one that witness, the capital S self. The one that reminds you that you are not your mind, you are not your body. So who are you in this moment? Staying with the sound of your breath for a few more moments. And then you can choose to follow the flow of the breath. As you inhale, the belly rises, it inflates, the chest expands. Feeling all that goodness, that energy coming from the universe to support you. And as you exhale, the belly contracts gently, the chest falls a little bit, releasing, making space. You could place one hand on the chest and one hand on the belly if that helps you, following that flow of the breath. Continue like this for a few more moments. Just your full awareness onto the breath. The movement, the sound, the feeling of nurturing your prana, your life force for a few moments. And then maybe doing a little bit more, another body scan, just noticing how you're feeling after these few moments of connecting to your breath, noticing your energy levels. So that with this information, you can decide whether now you want to do a little bit of movement for about 4 or 5 minutes. That movement can come intuitively. It does not have to look like yoga asana. It can be dancing, can be taking a full body stretch. It can start with a few rolls of the neck, few rolls of the shoulders. Let yourself be guided by your breath, your intuition, and that intention to find a little bit of calm and rest and ease into your day. There's no rush to get anywhere here. We're not going anywhere. Just spending time together with our bodies in a way that feels good. I'm doing some side bends. The idea with side bends is finding a stretch, some space in the side of the body. The hand, the arm can be up, can be on the hip, it can be down. You can explore doing a little bit of movement here. You can be relatively still. You can explore having your gaze down, gaze up. Just really inviting a curiosity here and seeing how you're feeling. Just going on the other side now. Noticing what feels good in terms of range of motion and flow and pace. And as always, I'm just giving some options. Feel free to do whatever you want here. I'm going to go into a little bit of cat and cow. So on the inhale, finding a little bit of an arch, expanding the heart center, the chest, so that maybe the shoulder blades come a little bit together, finding a little bit of a stretch here. Maybe the gaze is up. And here again, maybe we're staying here for a few breaths, or we're going fine. Cat with a rounding over the back. Head down, let it go here. Letting go of the tension in the shoulders, maybe the forearms are firmly placed on the thighs, finding some support here, and some kind of going into forward fold here, to be honest. That would be a good option as well, just staying here for a little bit of time, and maybe finding here a little bit of a neck stretch, just going side to side, up and down. Taking some deep, soft breaths. And then when you're ready to come up, find an inhale to help you with that and go slowly. And then I'm going to find a twist, so one hand on the opposite knee. And then again, here the twist, the movement is coming from the belly. And maybe the chest and the shoulders follow. Maybe the neck, the chin, follow a little bit. On the exhale, finding a little bit more a release, a little bit more space. Doing the other side whenever you're ready or you're already there. Making sure your shoulders are down, relaxed. You're not adding any pain or tension to your body. And then I'm going to do a little bit of self-massage on the wrist and the forearms. So just taking the wrist and maybe doing a little bit of mobility here and just doing a few rounds here. I'm holding my wrist because it just helps me not go too far and just add a little bit more support and care. And then I'm just gonna add a little bit of pressure on the forearm. And I started with this because I actually have a lot of pain in this area of the body, but if there's anywhere else where you feel um, you could do with a little bit of a massage, of healing touch. Sometimes it's just good to add a little bit of simple pressure or presence with the help of our hands. And if that's not accessible to you, placing your awareness onto that part of the body is sending the support of your breath. So now that might look like massaging the temples, the jaw, the neck, the shoulders. Do what you want to do here for another minute. Just connecting to your body with care, with love and compassion. And then when you feel complete, finding a position to rest. So we're transitioning to restorative practice. So we're going to do a little bit of meditation, and then I'll play the sound bath. So you can, if you're lying down, you can find Shavasana on your back, on the sides, on the belly. You can also find legs up the wall or legs up a bolster, legs up a sofa. You can find butterfly pose, so the soles of the feet comes together, forming a butterfly with the legs. If you are seated, you can also find Shavasana. Please bring some support for your neck and your spine as best as you can. You can also be in a forward fold, if that sounds good. Really any pose that allows you to find some stillness, some rest, so that there's no effort for you to do. So bringing some pillows, a blanket, an eye mask, maybe those headphones. And just taking your time here to settle. If you need to shift your position at any point, please know that's absolutely fine. If you need to find a little bit more movement, that's all good. We'll be here for about 15 minutes at least. So make sure you do take that time and that space to find that comfort for yourself. There's not many places, spaces in our lives now that actually ask us to do that. So feel free, please. And then when you're there, connect again to the support beneath you. Just letting that support fully support you, feeling that pull of the earth that is always there to hold you, support you, no matter who you are, no matter what you do. Noticing your breath again. And here maybe you may want to actively expand the inhale or the exhales, or both. The inhales tend to be more energizing, and the exhales tends to be a little bit more relaxing and grounding. So pick what you need in this moment, and if what you need is balance, a little bit more balancing of the nervous system, for example, then actively expand both the inhale and the exhale so they are both of the same length. You do not have to count at all at this point. Just trust that your system, your body will do that for you. You may want to follow the flow of the breath just like we did before, noticing the sound, the movement, the feelings. And then here, if you're not already doing so, invitation to add a little bit of a pause between each breath. It could be half a second, it could be a few seconds, but that pause is really like a call for rest, to just be, because you're not actively doing anything, you're actively resting. This intention of just being with yourself, just as you are. If that brings up any sensations of hunger or anxiety, then reduce the length of that pause or stop. But just exploring that for a few moments. And then you might find that you find that supportive if you'd like to extend that pause a little bit longer. And it could also be that that pause is only between the inhale and the exhales, or the exhale and the inhale. Staying with your breath, tuning into the support of your breath. And staying with the support of that liminal space in between each breath. There's this poem I really like by Dorothy, and they write of peace, and it reminds me always of that pause in between inhale and exhales. And they say peace is this moment without thinking that it should be some other way, that you should feel some other thing, that your life should unfold according to your plans. Peace is this moment without judgment, this moment in a heart space where everything that is welcome. So connect to your heart space through your breath, and maybe see if there is that place without judgment, where everything that is welcome. Stay with your breath, inviting rest, letting yourself be in this moment without judgment, without thinking it should be some other way, but rather that there is peace here, always in your heart space, always there for you to access, to connect, that you are always one, always wholeness. I'm gonna play a little bit of sound now to support you with that. So enjoy, stay where you are, at rest, at ease. letting the sound, the healing of the sound percolate into every cell of your body. Maybe noticing any vibrations, sensations arising. Staying there, resting at ease. Taking some soft, deep breaths. With each inhale, feeling the energy coming into your body, nurturing your prana, your life force. With each exhale, feeling the release, the spaciousness being created. And with each pause that you take in between, finding that rest, that place where you can just be. And then let that, all that ease, that comfort, that care that you've just cultivated, let that settle into your heart center. Reminding yourself it's that peace, that calm is always there for you. And it is you. You are not the fluctuations of your mind or your body. You are not the identities and labels that others put on you. You are wholeness, you are oneness. And so with that awareness onto your heart center, maybe you'd like to stay there as we do a few rounds of gratitude. Finding Anjali Mudra, prayer pose, palms facing each other, thumbs against the heart. It's a gesture of reverence and gratitude. As we say thank you to our bodies, our mind, for all it allows us to do and not do. Just as we are with life, just as it is, we continue to show up. And so we acknowledge the effort that it does take. Gratitude for the earth as it continues to hold us and support us, and the wisdom of the ancestors that guide us, and the indigenous stewards of this land who keep on protecting it. Gratitude to this community as it brings us together, the wisdom, the support, the laughter. And gratitude to these practices of yoga indigenous to South Asia, and all teachers and practitioners who have protected and keep on protecting these practices so that we may benefit from them today. I'll leave some space for you to add any further word of gratitude you may wish to. And you may also wish to dedicate some or all of the merit of this practice to a being, a group of beings, a cause, a land that could do with some extra support right now. And to serve this intention, I'll offer a blessing of metta, loving kindness, first in Sanskrit, then in English. You're welcome to join or listen. Inhale to begin. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. May all beings everywhere with no limits, including ourselves, be happy, be well, be at ease and at peace. May all beings be safe and protected. May all beings be free and liberated. When you're ready, you can invite a little bit of movement into the body, taking a big stretch or sway, maybe opening the eyes, coming back into your space gently, coming back to one another. Thank you so much for being here, for practicing with me and everybody else here today. I appreciate you. Please stay curious and loving. And I wish you a beautiful rest of your day. See you soon.